guys? Just Giovanni here, and welcome to Flatirons. Again, this is the second, third time that we're here, but this time, as you can see behind me, that we're actually here during when the flowers are blossoming. So I'm stoked. It is sunrise, or hopefully it's sunrise, because I'll bend you guys behind me. It's mostly cloudy right now, towards eastbound. Westbound, not so much, but I'm hoping that there's going to be a break in the clouds, which I don't think. There might be like, maybe. We're going to be trekking lightly, and what I mean by that is that I'm not going to be using the tripod, just because a lot of this area they're trying to restore. So I mean, it looks like that I'm actually just like out in the open right now, but technically I'm not, and I'm using these boulders that are in the ground. Here, I'll pin you guys. Yeah, see? So there's my bag on a rock, and you could tell that there's already like people kind of walking all over the grass, and that's what it does right there. So what I've done, I've actually been jumping rock to rock to rock, and then off on the trail itself. That way I'm not really disturbing any of the grassland and still admiring the beauty. How much time we got? Whoa. Okay, for a second my watch says we got 14 hours until sunrise. I was like, wait, hold on. And then I looked a little bit closely. Technically it's already sunrise right now, so my watch is telling me it's 4 sunset. I was like, dang, we got 14 hours left. I was like, crap, man, I got stuff to do. You know what? We're still gonna have a blast here. Let me tell you about my composition. Some beautiful flowers in the foreground, which has all sorts of like different colors, from dark pinks to light pinks, and then maybe a little bit of white in there. Background of the Flatirons, there's a little bit of clouds right above the mountains that has like a touch of color to it. Other than that, they're a little gray, but we'll see what happens. So let's go. Yo, that is getting so much better. Like, as I predicted, there's like a little bit of light coming in. The colors of the wildflowers, the green grass, the mountains, and even the blue sky with a little bit of clouds in the background. Gorgeous. Lovely. Okay, so my camera settings currently right now, my shutter is at 200th of a second, my aperture is at f8, and my ISO is at 640. The reason why it's at 640 is because I want to have a good depth of field. Ooh, that's pretty. And I want to have a fast shutter just because I don't have my tripod or anything. Okay, hold on. I gotta get this really quick, because you can see behind me that it's starting to light up really nice. Wow. Yo, that's so pretty. Yo, like everything is exposed really nicely. Don't need any kind of filter, because the sun is touching these flowers right here, and then also the mountains in the back. And then what's really awesome, and I forgot to explain this, there's a small little hill on the left side of the frame. So like using the rule of thirds, the mountains and the flowers are on my right side, while that small little hill is on the left side. Oh, you guys, it's so pretty. That was amazing. I don't even know. Like, such a good morning. There's like hardly anyone here yet. So we're done at this location. Let's go to the next one. Let's go. So right now we're just kind of roaming around and see what we could find, because you don't want to essentially stick to one location. Since this is a really popular location, come early in the morning during summer or even spring, because right now, as I was walking past the parking lot, you can probably hear it too, that this place is already starting to get packed. So luckily when you come first thing in the morning at like 5:30 in the morning, there are places to park. That's one good thing about waking up before sunrise, is not a whole lot of people are willing to get up that early. But hey, you know, whatever. This is what us photographers do. Kind of wake up in the middle of the night kind of thing, and just so we could get that image. Ooh, some pretty flowers. I'm gonna kind of keep my eyes peeled and just kind of scan the location and see what I can find. So let's go. So, this is my next location. Clearly, it doesn't look like much, but let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Now, clearly, I'm on a trail right now to help with the restoration of the vegetation. You know, you don't want to trample all over it. But, yeah, let me show you my composition and what I'm going to be photographing. Let's go! It's using the same mountains in the background, the Flatirons, but then this time around we've got different species of flowers. Now they're, I don't know the name of them, but they are like a light purple in color, and if you get down low enough, it is wonderful. So let me tell you about my camera settings, which I'll put it down here. My shutter is at 200th of a second, my aperture is at f11, and my ISO is 200. Now with all these shots I've been taking, I've been trying to get a small aperture, meaning I kind of want everything in focus, give or take. But with this location, I ended up getting pretty low and zooming in just a little bit. That way I could get these flowers in my foreground and then the mountains in the background. So I think what I'll do, I'll kind of like peer in a little bit and push out all this other grass. That way I could get everything in focus. Yo, that's so pretty, so pretty. So since the sun is a little bit higher above the horizon and there's more light, let me show you guys around. Let's go! Okay, so we're here at the next location, and it might be the last for today. Unfortunately, yes, I know. It's going to be the same purple flowers as last time, but this time I think I'm going to pull out my 8 to 16 millimeter to photograph these flowers, because I'll show you guys. These guys right down here, they're literally just hanging over the path. Let me switch lenses and let's get to it, you know? One thing when you're doing like either like a sunrise or a sunset, you always have to watch your shadow when you're kind of photographing a location, because depending on where you stand, you might be blocking your own light. So just kind of keep that in mind when you guys are out on location photographing. And then the reason why I'm using a wide lens is because I could kind of expand the foreground, which are the flowers, if that makes any sense, to have them appear larger. There we go. So they kind of take up more of the frame in my foreground, and yeah, so yeah, so let's get to it. Enough talking, let's get back to it. Yeah, see, I'm putting my focus down on the flowers and getting relatively close to make the flowers appear larger with a wide lens. Now, the mountains, unfortunately, they tend to be a little bit smaller, but you gotta play with it too and see what you like. If you just want to bring out your regular lens, or you want to bring like an ultra wide lens, and just kind of play around with it. So this composition is relatively simple. Your flowers are your foreground, and your background are the Flatirons Mountains, with nice good coverage of clouds in the background too. Not very harsh lighting, which is really good because the sun right now is also covered by a nice thin layer of clouds. So I could definitely see my shadow, but it is diffused, which is okay in my book. That way, you know, there's no harsh lighting on like the flowers or like the mountains in the background, but there is just enough that like works out really well. Which I will show you guys that photo here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to scout out the area for a little bit longer and see what I could find. So hopefully something really good, hopefully where there's a lot of like concentration of flowers leading up to the mountain. But I think I know a spot. I think I do. Alright, you guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. It's been awesome here. Great lighting, beautiful landscape. It's been a gorgeous day here in Boulder at Flatirons Mountains with a gorgeous landscape. Hopefully you guys had fun. I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out the video. It is much appreciated. You guys are all welcomed here. Alright, so that's it for this time being. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Yes! And if you want to see more of the videos that I produce, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. Yes! You guys are awesome. Stay awesome. And I will see you all in the next video. See ya.